seems a negative publicity keeps piling up for the one-time royals known as Harry and Meghan, also the former Duke and Duchess of Sussex. But who is having an attack this time? And as ever, why? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. In case you're wondering, this is the wonderful Clarence house behind me. I used to come down here quite a lot when, of course, it was the home of the wonderful late Queen Mother. Do you remember every year she used to come outside and see people on her birthday, thank all the well-wishers, all that sort of stuff. I also recall a great story in a book by Winston Churchill. And basically, he had a lot of a tough time persuading the Queen Mother to leave Buckingham Palace and come over and live here at Clarence House, which is now, of course, the London home of His Royal Highness Prince Charles and Camilla. Interesting to note, though, apparently, when she saw it, she said, yes, it may do. It's a little bit smaller than she was used to, but it would need refurbishing. Of course, that cost Winston Churchill's government quite a bit of money. Back as ever, though, to your breaking royal story of the day. This particular story caught my eye simply because I've worked with this gentleman for many, many years. He is, of course, the tabloid photographer called Arthur Edwards, who's photographed all senior members of the British monarchy for so many years. Arthur's one of these people. He's got a bit of an East End charm with him, you know. People like him, and he's very cheeky with all senior members of the British monarchy. More importantly, they've known him, so they feel very comfortable with him when he gets his camera out. Hence the reason when he speaks, you listen. Arthur, who's been interviewed by so many people over the years, basically has let this particular story come out. Oh, and by the way, if you can hear the band, that is the Grenadier Guards rehearsing for, of course, the upcoming Platinum Jubilee. You can hear them, can't you? They're just across the way. Wonderful music on a lovely sunny afternoon. Back as ever, though, to the breaking royal story. This is because Arthur was interviewed for a podcast, and basically he said, look, I get on incredibly well with all members of the British monarchy. Kate always says hello, Camilla's warm and welcoming, William's a laugh, and so was Prince Harry, until he got married. And basically, Arthur goes on to say that it really came to a head in that now infamous South African tour in 2019. Arthur, who is no spring chicken, let me tell you, was of course invited as part of the royal pack. And we all had a rather tough time on that trip, simply because, when you think about it, the ex-royals now seemed incredibly unhappy. Obviously, they'd made a decision about their future and what they were planning to do. But as Arthur said, Harry was always friendly, came along to speak to every member of the press pack until he settled down. Particularly when you go on one of those press trips, there's a point during that trip where the royals will come down to the front and have a chat with you, you know, about how's it going, if you've got anything, what you need, all that sort of stuff. And according to a good source, and we have to say allegedly, when Harry and Meghan finally came down to say hello to the press, they said, oh yeah, how's it going, yeah, that sort of stuff, not that we invited you. This, of course, rather upset Arthur Edwards. As I say, he's been a wonderful photographer for so many years, and he's now decided that while he'll continue to photograph every other senior member of the British monarchy, he's rather reluctant to take his lens cap off for the former royals. Could this PR truly get any worse for this ongoing couple? And at what point are these very expensive PR teams going to put a lid on this? Because whenever somebody comes out with a story like this, it truly is a bit of a negative factor against someone, Prince Harry, who was incredibly popular over here in the United Kingdom and seemingly worldwide too. Neil Sean, Clarence House, London.